Omag is on the Starbase. He's agreed to meet Krindo. Take Krindo's shuttle to the meeting. We're keeping the Enterprise out of range of the Starbase's sensors, so you'll be on your own.
I'm ready. Keep the engines hot, Sydney. We may have to leave in a hurry.
You got it.
Keep your weapons out of sight unless we need to defend ourselves.
Hopefully, Omag will come quietly.
Okay, Krindo. Let's go to the bar.
Welcome back, everyone, to the longest LP in the history of the internet. Yes, I am Boomer, and I'm back to finish off what I started, I don't know, a long time ago, but we're going to start this by going to the bar, because why would you not go to the bar? Of course, the enhanced Star Trek realism that we have here is that nowadays everyone goes to bars, and yes, Starfleet is a military organisation, we're going to admit to that, and there's various other things that I suppose have made Star Trek a little bit more believable throughout the years. Still, let's get going and see if we can find this Ferengi.
Yesterday, this big lizard man comes into my store. I say, what can I do for you? And all he does is hiss.
Hiss?
Well, sort of an articulated hissing like,
This is...
Yeah, I'm not too sure how much value that added to this game either, but it was funny at least.
save it for someone who cares, Starfleet.
Yeah, up yours as well. I suppose there's this sort of area the Federation aren't exactly welcome.
Get lost, human!
Andorians are one of the founding members of the Federation. You'd have thought that they'd actually have enjoyed human company, or maybe they've just carried on throughout the years of being a race that hate us. And yeah, pretty much all Klingon stuff looks rubbish. We know about that. What does this person have to say? Or
The Ferengi
anyone?
Omag is looking for new clients. I wonder if he's in the VIP room.
The Ferengi are without honor. I will not trade with them.
Some of my best deals have been kidding, right?
No, I'm serious. Warlock and I have been practicing together for a few weeks.
Ah, yes. I always figured how Klingon could be a very good trader, because if they're all about honor, the business world, as I'm sure most people who've ever been involved in the business world, is one of the areas where, yes, there's honor as long as it's convenient and serves your purpose. And, well, I suppose some Klingons have figured it out that way. You'll always justify what you need to in your mind, I suppose. But if you don't trade with the Ferengi, you're not going to really be trading with too many people, because the Ferengi basically control everyone. Sorry, Krindo, what was that? I was staring at holograms. Okay, at least they're in sync. What's the bartender got to say?
How much to get into the VIP room?
Ha! You have to prove your worth. You'll have to beat our Nausicaan friend in melee combat.
You dare trifle with me, Federation? Die!
Get him, Monroe!
Yes, because this is something that totally goes on and is a totally good idea. First of all, why are you using knives against a sword? Yes, I made a terrible job at that, but whatever. Yeah, go ahead, boo me, I don't care, your dude's dead. Suck that up.
Nice job. Here's the code to the VIP room. Come back when you want a job as a bouncer.
I probably will need to come back because I'm getting so fired for this.
I'm the commander of the transport vessel Kaitan. My friend here tells me you're looking for transportation?
Yes, indeed. If it's a big vessel.
Big vessel? The Kaitan is a Wudan-class transport vessel.
Should I know what that means?
And let's just say, it's big. I've outhauled Romulan starships, not just the D-cruisers either. I can carry more cargo than even the big D'Deridex-class ships. What's the cargo?
Only myself, 10 transport containers of domesticated targ, and no questions asked.
What's your destination?
Didn't I just say no questions asked? I'll provide you with the coordinates after we depart the station.
3,000 latinum in advance, or no deal.
3,000? We could almost buy a Klingon bird of prey for that.
That's obvious, but I think where you're going, you'll need an experienced pilot.
I'm sure for that money, we could buy a pilot, too.
How about we give you 2,000 now, and another 2,000 when we reach our destination?
4,000 total? I could do that. My ship is at your disposal, friend.
We will have our cargo ready for transport in 1 hour.
Let's see if we can get a drink before we leave. It might be hard to get Romulan ale where we are going.
Make mine a double.
I don't know whether to be proud or ashamed of that conversation.
I'm telling you, that guy is Ardrek Luxor.
Now why would a famous rising musician be here?
I don't know. Maybe he's searching for his next bold new look.
Here? On a Klingon Starbase? Right. I'll bet he's planning to launch a new fashion trend. Mercenary chic.
Fine. I'll bet you 50 latinum that guy over there is Ardrek Luxor.
50 latinum? You don't have 50 latinum to your name. If you did, you'd be in the gaming hall right now.
Look, I've got a shipment of Tholian figurines coming in tomorrow. That's worth at least 50 latinum.
Figurines? What am I gonna do with 50 latinum worth of Tholian figurines?
I'm going to sell them to the Andorians. Then I'll have well more than 50 latinum.
And why would an Andorian mercenary want to buy Tholian figurines?
They don't get them for themselves. They get them as gifts for their wives. They like to display them in cases in their family communal area.
Ah, I think I've been inside one of those dwellings. It was truly repulsive.
Their women are almost addicted to these things. No matter how many they possess, every time a new type comes out, they immediately desire to obtain it to add to their menagerie.
Fine. I'll wager you 50 latinum that this is not Ardrek Luxor. And you'd better not try to pay it off with those hideous figurines.
Deal. Now let's go ask him.
Okay, where is he?
Over the... Where'd he go?
I think he left.
That's too bad. I was going to see if he wanted to buy some Tholian figurines.
You know, it's been 3 months since I last did a video for this LP, and yep, this is what I'm fobbing you off with.
There he is. Walk over to him without looking back at us.
Ah, Krindo. Sit down, my friend. Where did you find this new master control facility?
Where'd you find the old one?
Goodbye.
Sit down, Omag. Let's keep this friendly.
Friendly? The bigger the smile, the sharper the knife. Ferengi Rules of Acquisition number 48. Sorry, never heard of this master control facility.
Rule 60. Keep your lies consistent.
All right. You've caught me in an inconsistency. So here's the truth. I don't know where the master control facility is.
Rule 85. Never let the competition know what you're thinking.
I don't intend to. And I've never heard of your master control facility.
You lying Ferengi!
Tell the truth, and they accuse you of lying. Just like Rule 285. No good deed ever goes unpunished.
How do we know you're telling the truth? Rule 181 says, not even dishonesty can tarnish the shine of profit.
Because I don't want to know where it is. If I knew the location of the master control facility, my customer would be afraid I'd sell it again. Why give him incentive to kill me? No! I merely sold Krindo's data from those old ruins, and let my customer fiddle about with those star charts to actually find it.
But I gave you false data!
False data? Now who's the liar?
Of course I lied. I'm too smart to trust you.
But dumb enough to trust the shuttle I gave you. Rule 99. Trust is the biggest liability of all. Your shuttle transmitted all the real data to me.
You son of a...
Rule 31. Never make fun of a Ferengi's mother.
Insult something he cares about instead.
I'll kill you.
No, you won't. OMAG, give us the name of your customer and you can go. Rule 76. Every once in a while, declare peace.
But war is good for business. Rule 34. And here's another rule. Let's you and him fight. Latinum for Federation heads!
Gonzalez, stay here with Krindo.
Aye, sir. I'll clean up this mess.
Well, that turned out about as well as to be expected. And apparently we can't outrun a fat Ferengi. Yep. Running at a man with a gun, that's pretty much how it ended in Japan as well. But anyway, this is the long fight sequence of this mission, so I can, therefore, yeah, I'm kind of being a bit of a coward here, but I just don't want to take unnecessary damage. Say that and then take unnecessary damage. But what I can do while we're getting through this horrendous area of the game is to just fill you guys in on what's been going on a little bit recently. Obviously I've not been able to produce videos like I'd like at the moment. I thought that I had the issue completely resolved with my computer, but it turned out I didn't. But I have figured out a way around it at least. And I think I can continue on a more sort of, how can I put it, more, not vigorous schedule, but more consistent schedule going forward. Instead of doing the full, like, try and produce like 1 million videos a week and then have big gaps, really just try and make it a little bit, maybe less long, because I do work full-time job, you know, I have various responsibilities, etc. So, therefore, it's in my best interest to try and keep, as much as I want to keep the channel rolling as much as I possibly can, and I'm very grateful for everyone who's stuck with me. I obviously do need to make sure that I'm doing it within my capabilities without suffering, you know, massive burnout, just not wanting to do it, etc. And that's going to be a, you know, that's going to be something that I have to manage going forward. But there will be a channel update video coming out in the next, probably next day or so, because I've had some fairly substantially good news, and therefore I'd like to tell everyone the way that I envisage this channel going in the future, and in fact the future of my overall content as a whole. I've spent some time getting a few things in order that I will be able to start doing live streaming, which I intend to start picking up towards the end of the month. But there is also another couple of areas that I'm going to be, another couple of areas which I want to fill you guys in on, so that you're aware of sort of what's going on and how you'll be able to get to see a bit more content from me. Because one thing that can happen is if I'm focused very much on one single Let's Play, if that Let's Play becomes incredibly difficult to do, like for example this one has, because I suffered a load of different system issues, it became impossible for a period of time to edit videos together, and I've never been a fan of completely live footage. I feel like if you're going to do live footage, you might as well do it on Twitch or live streaming, because then at least you can interact with your fan base while playing, rather than just uploading straight up live stuff with no effort put into it. I haven't built my channel based on that, and I'm not going to be looking to do that in the future. So I am still going to be looking to put together edited content. So what I've been looking for is a way that I can potentially have something in the middle, maybe not to base the entire channel round of, but something that I can keep content up and without having to do sort of a 4 or 5 hour edited video to then have a massive issue with pulling it all together at the end. But that's probably a little bit more into the future and a little bit more towards the that's a little bit more towards the channel update video, and I'll let you guys know what I have in mind as far as that goes. But I think that you guys may enjoy it. I hope it will. It will definitely be in keeping with the. It'll be in keeping with the theme of the channel that we have, that I have built up, and it'll also be. This is a difficult jump, by the way. Looking at this one, and it will also hopefully allow a little bit more interest in a few things. And it will allow for the most important thing to happen really for any help, it's dark, let me out, which will actually help the channel it's actually stagnated well, I wouldn't say stagnated, but it's actually held its audience fairly well. But obviously the way to get a channel to grow is to be consistently releasing good quality content.
They're here to arrest everyone. Stop them.
I love how you can hear him but you can't see him. So obviously my goal is to get back some rudimentary content on it, or not rudimentary but consistent content, even if it's only sort of 2-3 videos a week, as long as they're high quality videos, or what I would hope quality that would meet my standards of a video, and they're done in a way that holds on, certainly either holds on to my core fan base or keeps you guys entertained, then I will continue to do
Federation, where's the profit in chasing me?
I do intend to have some, I do intend to do a few different things, but the core will still very much be gameplay and let's play, so don't worry about that. No timber! How many people does it... Well, I suppose it's a space station, so it's going to have quite a lot of people, and Omag's just basically said, I'm going to give people money who will kill this guy. Yeah, that's not going to happen, Boomer. Yeah. Welcome to optimism. Yeah, that's not going to happen either, and I'm going to have to go into the Malon sludge, aren't I? So... I love how these wire gratings, this happened in Elite Force 1 as well, it's like these wire force gratings can block energy weapons. It's like the most powerful shield in the galaxy is actually a wire form grating. So, where are we headed from here? I think I'm trying to get over to this side. I'm contemplating jumping over on this side, but I think there's either that option or I'm hopping over a load of stuff in the middle here. Ah, energy conduit there, I see. So, yep, it's a hop over job. Oh, almost made it. If I'd have got the third jump there, I would have been good. Ah, well. Oh, edging, edging, edging. Don't fall in, don't fall in. I'm not sure how much I like the fact that you've got to edge like that. I mean, that's just unnecessary sort of... Yeah, I get what you're trying to do, but it's just a really frustrating way of making us potentially lose health. What's behind door number? I've forgotten how many doors this is now. There's some impact behind that. She went absolutely flying. My god, I'm such a terrible shot. Yeah, give me the enhanced compression rifle back. I've done embarrassing myself.
Kill this Federation scum? I thought this was supposed to be a tough starbase.
I mean, it's fairly tough. Pretty much everyone on it's holding either a gun or a knife or a batleth or something else like that. It's just that tough doesn't necessarily mean clever, and running directly at someone with a gun is very rarely clever. It's like what you probably want to do is try and sneak up behind me. Yeah, that's not the place you want to stand when someone right-handed is behind cover. I was always wondering, I thought that this would be really cool if you could change to being left-handed, so you could actually scoot out from behind the other side of cover and shoot from that angle as well. I think that would be quite interesting to do, but most FPSs I think assume that you're right-handed. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of blips around that corner. Yeah, you can actually see, the problem is the shotgun is very much, you know, it's obviously a close range weapon, but my first reaction, at least looking back on this now, because oh god knows how long ago I actually played this, but my first reaction is to actually dive backwards when I see someone, to give myself some room, because I try and keep it as non-chaotic as possible, and because of that the shotgun loses effectiveness, whereas my first move should probably be more forward or to the side if I was going to use a shotgun. Okay, I think we've got one or two people left to go. Aha. Oh, that didn't take too long, did it? Cut a little bit of just ridiculously stupid exploring out of there, which didn't help. Whoa! Ow. I think I've got them. Is he behind that? I think he's behind the door now at this point. Oh, well. I'll go through this door.
Going down, Mr. Federation.
Well, race you to the bottom, OMAG. And I will see you there, and then I'm going to kick you in the face. Or arrest you. I suppose I've got to arrest him, hasn't I?
Help! Help! Federation attackers!
Slow down, OMAG.
Stop him! In the name of the Empire!
I'm no longer a commander in the Klingon Empire.
You still know how to shoot? Save me! I'm your best customer!
Very well.
Now, I make a bit of a mess of this fight, but at least I'll give you the options what you're supposed to do. The idea is to use this console in the middle to stun...
You will burn like a target in a pit.
Yeah. Is to stun this guy's little machine, and then what you can do is send it... Oh, I actually stunned him a little bit there, but what you can do... Once you've got this, there you go, you can move his ship, his little carriage thing over to the side, and once you've done that, you can actually set it on fire using this little instruction. You can see the flames actually off to the side. You'll get a better look at it a little bit later in the fight when I actually get on top of this, but for now, we do things the hard way.
Hota! What's wrong with this piece of Baktag?
Why are you protecting that honorless Ferengi Capect?
That is my business.
Business is right. Klingons aren't supposed to fight for Latinum.
Die! Can you breathe in a vacuum to
Now they make this a little bit more difficult because now you've got disappearing floors on the outside of it. So you have to be... Oh, now I've got to run away because... you can see there he set that burning on fire, so there's not much I can do, but I can hit him hard enough.
Work properly!
Klingons don't fight for latinum.
You dare insult my honor?
What honor? You're a lying capect.
Ah! I am coming for you, woman.
Okay, so now we're going to make this work properly. There. Now he moves over and you'll actually see there's the flames going off and you can see him getting absolutely torched in there now. So that's pretty much how you have to do this fight. Not well explained really, but never mind. And now he's out of his machine, so we're going to use the classic staff weapon and just see if we can stun him. And we can, just as I'm about to die, and that should be more than enough to finish him off.
Monroe to Enterprise. OMAG has just left the station.
Thank you, Lieutenant. We're moving to intercept his shuttle now. Report back to the Enterprise.
Monroe to Sydney. Pick me up immediately.
Coming right now.
So did we really have to go through all that if the Enterprise could have just intercepted his shuttle?
Tetrion Gatling gun. Nice.
That is extremely nice. It's exactly the same as the Elite Force 1 weapon, and it was amazing there as well. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. It's good to be back, and I will see you next time with a channel update video and continuing this LP. See you then.